Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. Well, this one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sidelines. Here's a look at some of the stats for Cole Anthony.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
There's Ball with the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Here's Rollins. Prince wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Miller against Harris. And shot on the way. Shots good by Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
To the inside. And Portis throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Ball. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Rollins, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the Ravens stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Now, here's Portis. Stamey at 12. Prince, the pass to Portis. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Just about halfway through group play, here are the NBA Cup standings.
Well, this competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Outside, Ball. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Portis throws it down.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Hornets, number 1.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
Here's Ball. Up again. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Trent's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Rollins. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis kicks to Prince. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. we might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Trent outside. Anthony sets the pick for Trent. Back to Anthony. Giannis a screen on ball. Into the Kumbo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Guys, I like that decision from Cole Anthony. You expect that from the son of an NBA player.
Right side, ball. Over Anthony. And again, the Hornets missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Oh, great ball movement there.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's Ball with the three. Connects from three-point range.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
They've got Anthony. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Miles Turner. And there's Jackson. And it's Trent in at the three. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Sexton, an aggressive scorer, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score.
There's the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Bridges shot, good.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Harris comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Jackson. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for James. Pass to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
I love the attack mindset there from Turner. Playing with energy.
Outside, Ball. And another three for Charlotte.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside Anthony, Latrey, scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Anthony against Sexton. Lets it go with the three. And again, Charlotte with the triple. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taken.
Rollins the pass to Turner. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And And the Bucks lead by 4.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Prince against Miller. And he's good on the 3 ball. Miller's got 6.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Harris, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
That puts them in the lead. Miller's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Giannis and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Ball with the bucket.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Giannis pulling it down.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Ball. Again, the Hornets score.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Left side, Miller. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Charlotte lead. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Charlotte up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after 1 half of play.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Hornets leading by 3, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knipple. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Portis. Fader on the way. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Over Prince. Again, the Hornets score. Buck shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Rollins.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring night. Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
To the middle. There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Knippel's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets. 1:51 left to play in the third. Rollins the pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Bucks. Turner comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Anthony subbed in for Prince. 1:16 left in the third. They get it back. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Love the persistence from Turner there. Refusing to give up on the play and getting rewarded for it. Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Portis sets the pick for Harris. Portis kicks to Turner. 6 to shoot. Back to Portis. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. Portis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, listen. Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
And it's in there. 16 points from Brandon Miller.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Rollins the pass to Portis. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Miller against Harris. From the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Miller's got 18 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. And it's Anthony in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. It's Trent on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Out to Anthony. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Sexton. Again, the Hornets score. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Turner. Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Harris is checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He applauded their shooting.
They set up and the slam by Giannis.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
Ball. He puts in the J.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
From 19, that one goes.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Now onto the Kumbo. The 9-foot shot. Giannis just too much inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
LaMelo. Oh, and wide open. Nails the J.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Yeah, that goes in.
The defense can't give Knipple any kind of separation when he's got the ball. He is very comfortable pulling up.
Now Portis. Another shot. That one is off. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hornets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Brandon Miller.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And the Hornets call time here. They're up by 14. A new lineup here for the Bucks. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Knocks down the three.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's the Hornets ball. Ball fires. And he hits from 17.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Guys, what's your take?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
And one of our featured players tonight